some of the characters for the Graveyard House of Terror. So yeah, that is also one of my new characters. Goliath, the undead vampire, that's Count Malice's servant, and King Ramos Meltori, the undead mummy. And I'm also getting a costume and a mask. Yeah, I'm also getting a costume and a mask for this character. So I'm kind of like, I'm like working on that. I'm kind of like working on getting a pretty good quality like mummy mask and a costume that will go for it. I'm trying to look for a cane though that will go for it, like a cane with like a king cobra on it. So like that's where all the human souls go once he uses his supernatural abilities. He takes their souls out of their chest, like that, and then all their souls are trapped inside his cobra cane. That's where he collects all of his souls, and that's what gives him power. And yeah, basically just like Charles, how he feeds on souls. But yeah, basically, he has more different abilities than King Ramos Meltori, the undead mummy. So yeah, I've been pretty busy working on some characters when I haven't been posting on here. So yes, kind of just want to make a welcome back video and stuff like that. And I'm also planning on getting some new props for the haunted house for this year. Also, that's a new prop actually. I've used that one last year. The one behind me, I got this at Spirit Halloween. That's like an undead zombie hanging on a rope right there. I had that in the entranceway this year. Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what? I'll have to post a picture of what it looked like last year. So I'll have to post a picture of the whole setup that I had up. And yeah, I didn't really get to film much last year because I've been pretty busy, working at Haunt. And pretty much Haunt season gets pretty busy for me, and sometimes I don't have time to make content. And I was like, okay, I gotta focus on Haunt and stuff like that. I'll do content later or something. So yeah. So definitely stay tuned. I'll post a picture of the whole setup of Dr. Neville Stone's Graveyard House of Terror, how I had it set up. I did a couple of videos last year showing you what I had set up for it, and so, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna make it more different. So I might put some props in some different spots and some of the gravestones. But yeah, I'll think of something this year. So definitely stay tuned for that. And also, one last thing, I'm going to be ending this video here pretty shortly. I've been kind of thinking about something for the haunt of the Graveyard House of Terror. It's like, I've been kind of thinking, I don't know how this will work, but this is like an idea, like a concept idea. So I've been kind of like thinking about like doing a Christmas one. What do you guys think about that? Called Krampus Unleashed. So like Dr. Neville Stone uses that book where he summons all these other creatures from. Now he kind of uses it to summon Krampus. So basically, like this is kind of like Dr. Neville Stone's is tradition. Every Christmas, he wants to unleash Krampus into his world to basically punish the naughty children that are on his naughty list. No presents for Santa. So yeah, that's kind of like Neville Stone's is a tradition. Every Christmas, he is gonna summon this dark entity known as Krampus, the horned goat demon that basically punishes naughty children. But this one, he kind of takes souls too. He kind of takes them into his world and punishes them, and he kind of like takes their souls into another world, and yeah, stuff like that. So that's kind of a thing I've been kind of like coming up with, is a Christmas event. I think that would be kind of cool. But I don't know. I'll have to see how this works out. If I can get some people to do it and play Krampus for the event. So, but we'll see how we can pull this off. But of course, we're still gonna do Halloween. But I was like kind of thinking like, hey, I think it'd be kind of cool to do an event called Dr. Neville Stone's Graveyard House of Terror, the same name that I use, but calling it Krampus Unleashed. So that's when Neville Stone unleashes Krampus into his world and stuff like that. So that's a thing I wanted to do for this year. But we'll see how we can pull this off. I don't know if it's official yet. It's just kind of an idea. But what do you guys think about this event for Dr. Neville Stone's Graveyard House of Terror? Definitely let me know in the comments. Okay, but this is going to conclude this video. I'm going to be making more content on here. What else was I going to say? So yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to be posting some pictures of the whole setup for Dr. Neville Stone's Graveyard House of Terror. How I had it set up last year. I'll post it on the community page. And I'm going, yeah, you know, I'm probably gonna do a video where I'm gonna take you guys behind the scenes of how we did the haunt last year. Yeah, you know, I kind of this is kind of like my tradition. Like kind of like take you behind the scenes and talk about what we did with the haunt, like what spots were some of my actors were in, and like and stuff like that. Of course, in the cornfields graveyard scene that I had, that basically goes, you go you go right next to that tree and then up to the cornfields graveyard and then go right straight where the caretaker is at, and then you get to meet him, and that's where you get your Halloween candy. So, but yeah, we'll see how we can pull this off. We'll see. I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'll have to think of something like of ideas on how I'm gonna do this event called basically Krampus Unleashed for the Graveyard House of Terror. So yes, so that's gonna conclude this video. I'm back. So I am officially back. You know, so basically my break is over. I'm gonna be making more content here pretty soon. So I'll make more content with the haunted house and what I'm doing with it, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. I shall see you guys in the next spooky video. Bye-bye.